Moni Molik. But sir, you do. Master, smiling. How so? You are a householder. Why should you renounce? But the renunciation of the world is needful for those whom God wants to be teachers of men. One who is an acharya should give up woman and gold. Otherwise, people will not take his advice. It is not enough for him to renounce only mentally. He should also renounce outwardly. Only then will his teaching bear fruit. Otherwise, people will think, though he asks us to give up woman and gold, he enjoys them himself in secret. A physician prescribed medicine for a patient and said to him, "Come another day and I will give you directions about diet." The physician had several jars of molasses in his room that day. The patient lived very far away. He visited the physician later, and the physician said to him, "Be careful about your food. It is not good for you to eat molasses." After the patient left, another person who was there said to the physician, "Why did you give him all the trouble of coming here again? You could very well have given him the instructions the first day." The physician replied with a smile, "There is a reason. I had several jars of molasses in my room that day. If I had asked the patient then to give up molasses, he would not have had faith in my words. He would have thought, he has so many jars of molasses in his room. He must eat some of it. Then molasses can't be so bad. Today I have hidden the jars. Now he will have faith in my words." I have seen the Acharya of the Adi Brahmo Samaj. I understand that he has married for the second or third time. He has grown up children. And such men are teachers? If they say God is real and all else illusory, who will believe them? You can very well understand who will be their disciples. Like teacher, like disciple. Even if a Shunnashi renounces woman and gold mentally, but lives with them outwardly, he cannot be a teacher of men. People will say that he enjoys molasses secretly. Once, Mohendro Kobiraj of Sindhi gave 5 rupees to Ramlal. I didn't know about it. When Ramlal told me about the money, I asked him, "For whom was the money given?" He said it was for me. At first I thought that I should use it to pay what I owed for my milk. But will you believe me? I had slept only a little while when I suddenly woke up writhing with pain. as if a cat was scratching my chest. I went to Ramlal and asked him again, "Was the money given for your aunt?" Footnote: Aunt, the Holy Mother, his wife. Footnote ends. "No," Ramlal answered. Thereupon I said to him, "Go at once and return the money." Ramlal gave it back the next day. Do you know how it looks for a Shunnashi to accept money or to be attached to an object of temptation? It is as if a Brahmin widow who had practiced continence and lived on simple boiled rice and vegetables and milk for many years was suddenly to accept an untouchable as her paramour. All looked stunned. There was a low-caste woman named Bhagi Teli in our part of the country. She had many disciples and devotees. Finding that she, a Shudra, was being saluted by people, the landlord became jealous and engaged a wicked man to tempt her. He succeeded in corrupting her, and all of her spiritual practice came to nothing. A fallen Shunnashi is like that.